Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We are Group 9 from the IFB G2, and we will be presenting on our recruitment process for a credit analyst for our chosen bank, which is African Development Bank. This report covers the recruitment process taken for the new credit analyst position in the African Development Bank. It will cover everything beginning with the minutes of the meeting to the acceptance letter. These documents show how the communication and the recruitment in the bank were held. This then ensures transparency and professionalism.
My name is IFB G2, and I'll be talking about minutes of a meeting. Minutes of a meeting include all the activities that took place during the meeting. This includes the date, time, venue, as well as attendance. As you can see, the people that attended the meeting. Moving on to opening, the meeting was opened by the Chief Executive Officer at 900 hours. Apologies, since everyone had attended the meeting, there were no apologies. Approval of minutes. The minutes of the previous meeting were confirmed to be true and of correct record. Moving on to matters arising. The Chief Executive Officer reminded the members in the previous meeting that the credit analyst would be retiring within 3 months. Therefore, this would result in a vacant position. Moving on to the new agenda, being recruitment of the credit analyst. The Chief Executive Officer informed the meeting that the credit analyst has officially retired and that the space has affected the credit department. Therefore, she went on to emphasize that the need to fill this position has to be immediate to avoid delay in the credit assessment and risk evaluation. The committee resolved to advertise this position internally and to the public. The Human Resource Department was mandated to oversee the recruitment process as well as conducting interviews within 4 weeks.
Good day, my name is Tingo Makanji. So today I will present you about memorandum, which is also known as MEM. A memorandum is a formal message used in business communication within an organization. A memorandum is mainly used for giving out information in an organization, and it also announces problems in an organization. A memorandum follows a specific format. We have the far left column here, which consists of to and from. It shows where the memorandum is going to, and it shows the department which prepares the memorandum. And we have the other column which shows its purpose or its circulation, and also the date in which the memorandum was prepared. This memo was to notify the African Development Bank Group about the need of recruiting the credit analyst. It highlights the roles of a credit analyst, such as portfolio management and risk management activities. It also shows the specific requirements needed for the credit analyst, such as at least a master's degree in finance. So finally, it shows the signature of the sender, which is the operational manager, and also it shows the receiver, which is the. So in conclusion, a memorandum, it outlines information, gives instructions, and also announce problems in an organization.
Good day. My name is Anjika Jumanam, and I will be taking you through the strategy that we used to advertise for our recruitment for the credit analyst position. After the retirement of our previous member, it was then decided that we need to fill in the position quickly with a qualified member. We then selected the most effective platforms to advertise this job vacancy. The first one that we chose was LinkedIn. We chose the LinkedIn platform because not only does it allow us to advertise exactly what we are looking for in our next credit analyst, but it's also a platform used largely by people in the banking and finance industry that are looking for jobs. This helps us as the bank to target someone with good experience, good qualifications, and will fulfill our job criteria. The second one that we chose was Indeed. We chose Indeed because it has a larger global reach, which creates a larger pool of job seekers and helps us have a variety of choices for our next candidate. By using both LinkedIn and Indeed, it helps us to find a specialized professional in the field that we are looking for. It creates a global pool of job seekers which helps us choose our perfect candidate. In conclusion, we hope to find the perfect candidate for our job vacancy.
Good day, my name is Amika Kunyana and I'll be presenting about the application letter. The purpose of this letter is to formally apply for the position and show the candidate's suitability. It begins by expressing interest in the position and motivation to work in an institution that promotes economic growth and regional integration across Africa. It highlights the candidate's background in finance and key skills such as financial statement analysis, risk assessment, and credit assessment. Finally, the letter closes by mentioning attached documents, willingness to discuss further, and thanking the reader.
My name is Bcom and I will be taking you through Robert De Carlos' curriculum vitae. As you can see, he has all the qualifications that we're looking for in order for a suitable candidate to fill in the vacancy for the credit analyst. He has over a decade experience in financial analysis, credit risk assessment, as well as quantitative modeling. His core competencies include corporate and project credit risk assessment, credit structuring and due diligence, regulatory compliance and governance, among many others. Robert also provided a thorough overview of his education, for example, where he did his Bachelor of Science in Mathematics and Economics at the University of Oxford with a first-class honors. He also did his master's degree in mathematics at the same University of Oxford in 2012 and graduated with a distinction. Other qualifications include certifications and professional development, which is why Robert was able to stand out from other candidates. For example, he has a CFA program and he's a level 2 candidate. His technical skills include advanced Microsoft Excel, such as VLOOKUP, pivot tables, and macros, statistical software, ArtStarter, financial modeling and valuation techniques, as well as risk analytics and data interpretation.
Good day, my name is Takomo Dimitri and I'll be taking you through the offer letter. This letter is from the African Development Bank and it is addressed to our chosen candidate, which is Robert De Carlos. The candidate will be under a permanent employment contract, and this will include primary responsibilities like financial credit assessment, risk evaluation, teamwork, and high quality credit management. Moving on to the commencement of duties. The candidate is expected to start on the 1st of April, together with the probation period of 3 months. During this probation period, performance will be evaluated based on the professional conduct, teamwork, performance to the institutional policies. This probation period will confirm permanent employment, which will subject to the satisfactory evaluation results. Moving on to the salaries and benefits. The candidate will be offered an amount of 5,000 USD at entry level. Benefits include medical assistance in accordance and the institution health provisions. They will also be provided with a duration of 6 months of free accommodation. Moving on to the working schedule. The candidate is expected to start working from 8 to 5 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. The institution expects the candidate to maintain high ethical and professional standards and to maintain confidentiality for the organization's information. Finally, the letter explains how the candidate should confirm the acceptance by simply signing and retaining a copy of the letter. Thank you.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Arna Matang and I'll be taking you through the acceptance letter. The acceptance letter basically is a formal agreement between the employer and employee stating the terms and conditions of the job position. The acceptance letter is issued by the candidate for the job position. It should include the date of the offer letter issued by the institution, which is the 27th of February 2026. The acceptance letter should include the position, the name of the bank, and the nature of the employment, which in this case, the position is the credit analyst at the African Development Bank for a permanent position with a probation of 3 months. Other terms and conditions include a commencement date of the 1st of April 2026, benefits such as a monthly salary of $5,000, medical coverage, accommodation, and a performance bonus. Most importantly, the applicant also has to know the working schedule, which is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Lastly, we have the heart of the acceptance letter, which is the signature between the HR manager offering the job position and Mr. Robert Dicare accepting the job position. This would legally bind the candidate to the institution. Thank you.
Good day. I, Alex Fosalamang, will be taking you to the conclusion of our presentation. So, recruiting a credit analyst is important for strengthening credit risk assessment and maintaining a healthy lending portfolio. The documents presented explain the recruitment process and how the right candidate was selected. By following a clear and effective process, the organization ensures that it hires qualified professionals who can support lending decision and contribute to sustainable economic development. Thank you.